Well, hello, my beautiful Aries. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for July 2023. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Aries, this is your monthly reading for July. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome, but you'll be pleased to hear that the month ahead will be calmer in terms of planetary alignments, which gives us all the time to breathe, slow down, focus on you, your home life, your family life, and your soul tribe, as well as taking time to reflect and reevaluate. Now, July is a month to really detox any part of your life that you feel has become overwhelming or toxic. For example, if you found yourself being a little bit more negative than usual, then it's really about digging deeper this month to identify the trigger in order to dissect it, dissolve it, and make sure it no longer has any power over you. Also, if you tend to take on more than you should in your schedule and find yourself feeling burnt out, resentful, this is a time to really take back your power and connect to things that really make you feel happy and fulfilled. Now, before I proceed, in the water, they're showing me what looks like a bottle in the water, okay? And inside, I can't quite grasp what's inside it, but I mean, if I was to take a guess, it looks like a diamond. Now, I can't imagine there's a diamond in a bottle, not unless someone is popping the question this month and is finding a very unique way to pop that question. But, I mean, it can mean, like, the sense that I'm getting from this bottle is like a wish being delivered. I mean, when you think about diamonds, it can be something that's really hard to create, but it'll be very rewarding. It can also mean that you're like a cut above the rest, and that some of you have been asking for less than you truly deserve and desire, because sometimes we expect less than we truly should receive in life. I'm not really sure why the diamond is in the bottle. I'll always be honest with you and say I can't quite grasp it, so I'll leave it there. Maybe it means something to you. I mean, it could be that there is a bottle that has a logo of a diamond on it. I mean, it could also mean that perhaps some of you may have gone through a difficult experience and you've been numbing your feelings recently through some sort of substance, or you've just been feeling a little bit of apathy, and it's really shaped who you are. You are a gem of a person, and I feel that you are someone who has a lot to offer life and love, and you are lovable. And perhaps this difficult experience is making you who you are, but it has been hard won. It has been a struggle. So I'm not really sure how to decode that image, so I'm probably going to have to step away from it because I can't quite grasp it right now, okay? Just also to let you know, I'm only taking the uprights of the cards for your reading for the month, just so you're aware. Now, also, just to let you know that we do have the buck moon occurring on the 3rd of July, which is actually a very positive time. It signifies the peak of the year. Personally, it's a time for you to manifest at a higher level and attract abundance. Also building upon what you've already structured so far, as well as creating more strength. As we get the strength card in your reading, building more strength in your life. That's really about building your resolve, your also your immune system. So this is about being stronger than ever before and recharging your batteries this month, okay? Also, this is about opening yourself up to new ways of living or exploring structures that you already have in place that you've set in your life, approaching them in a new way so you don't get bored of them, so you make sure things are fresher in your life as well. It's a perfect time to write down a list of all the things that you would like to accomplish this month, because the levels of manifestation are higher than usual, especially as we move closer to August and that wonderful date, the 8/8 portal, the Lionsgate portal. So it is also a very relevant time for you to step up in some area of your life as well. Now, in terms of your personal development, the 10th house is influencing you. So it's a perfect time to get really ambitious and focused on projects or tasks or your career. Anything you're trying to get off the ground or completed at this time, you're being given an extra move forward. There is progress there. You'll be making your mark in the world, and some of you developing what you're known for or enhancing your reputation in a positive sense. So it is a perfect time, especially for people in careers or if you're an entrepreneur, but also if you want to connect to a group setting or a community. You stand out from the crowd, and whatever it is you're trying to compete on or accomplish, I feel you get the job done. So this is a month of being really productive and smashing your goals completely out of the park. Now, your 4th house takes over from the 10th house, and your 4th house really is about home life, your family. Some of you may take a trip to visit family members this month, people that you perhaps haven't seen for a while, or you may also be feeling like a homebody. So at the end of the month, you may feel like restructuring your home space or revamping it in some way through DIY, or generally just decluttering and reorganizing your sanctuary to make sure that it is peaceful in some way. I'm just going to go one more. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Thank you so much. Now also, this is a very big philosophical time for you, because you'll be asking where you feel like you belong, okay? And some of you will be getting closure on situations that may have plagued you for quite some time. Also, if you're looking to go into real estate or property in some way, this is a perfect time to find the right property for you, or to sell a property, for example. So this is a prime time for you to move forward on those goals or build wealth that will be for the long term, okay, like leaving a legacy kind of wealth. But your first card there is the Cosmos. So this is all about divine timing, and there's something here that you've been investigating for some time or digging a little bit deeper on, searching for answers. I really get a sense that you're searching for something that perhaps you haven't found yet, and with the 4 of Cups there, I feel like you're getting bored of the wait. Also, with the Cosmos, I feel like there is a window of opportunity for you to seize the day this month, because there's something showing up for you that is only meant for you, and I feel like you've worked really hard for it for quite some time. I feel like you're at your personal best this month, and you are unstoppable in anything that you're trying to achieve. And if you come up against any roadblocks, because they're actually showing me, you know, those little orange cones that you see like on the sidewalk, or if you come up against any roadblocks, I really feel that you're going to find inspired solutions to help you move past those things. I also get with the Cosmos energy that you're transforming something in your life to help it flow more freely. And I really get a sense of seeking, okay? You are a visionary. You're someone who has a real power to create. You're a go-getter in life. And I feel that you may have been feeling restless recently, or you may have felt a little bit scattered in your energy, and you're trying to identify or locate the reason why you've been feeling this lethargy or this apathy, and you really want to reconnect to your passions and be in the flow. Now, you're a fire element, so it's unusual to feel for you in particular to feel a little bit low energy, low vibe, or, you know, unmotivated. But I feel you're getting your spark back or your mojo back this month. And I feel you've been given an opportunity to really take a step back in order to refocus in some way. So some of you may be planning something, or maybe a new start in some way, or You're trying to restructure the way that you approach something so that it is streamlined, so that, like, you may look at your schedule, for example, and see where you can be a little bit more time sensitive on deadlines, so you can get things done quicker, so you got more time for you, or reorganize your schedule just to make sure that it runs a little bit more smoothly. Also, some of you, I mean, they're literally giving me the word lethargy in the water. Okay, now I even said lethargy earlier, but they're actually showing me the word lethargy. I wish you could see what I can see. So some of you may be trying to identify a block that's made you feel really lethargic, and it could be a food substance that you're going to identify, or it could be a space or even a person that drains you. And I really feel that you're trying to, it's almost like you're shunning the darkness in order to seek the light. You know, you're shunning things that drain you in order to seek more energy, more positivity. And I feel like you're magnetizing some really good things into your life. But also, most importantly, I feel like you are regaining your power in a situation. Now, we do have the Page of Swords here, so I feel like you're very curious about this month, about bringing a little bit more spontaneity into your world, definitely a little bit more happiness. Some of you, as I said, may have felt really scattered recently, or felt that you've not tapped into your full potential. You may feel that life is for a living, but right now you may feel like you're coasting in some area of your life, or that you want to bring a little bit more excitement in, or just something different, something new. And you may feel a little bit stifled, or you may have felt that you're trying to wait for the right moment to make these changes in order to experience all that life has to offer and find that happiness that you seek. I mean, ultimately, I feel like you are in the pursuit of happiness here. And with the Page of Swords, you're digging deeper, not just inwards. Okay, I feel like you're looking outwards as well to the world to see what the world has to offer for you. Because I get this sense that you're like, you could be doing anything, you could be living anywhere, you can be whoever you want to be. But right now you're checking with who you are. So I'm really getting a sense of you sort of solidifying those words, I am. But I feel you're on a bit of a journey of discovery this month to see who you are in the first place. And the Page of Swords indicates lots of new ideas this month for you to capitalize on and really explore in a deeper way. There may be something that perhaps you're thinking of setting up, accomplishing, or even venturing forward to do. It could be a new adventure, could be a new start in business, or even some of you may be thinking about traveling or taking a sabbatical for a year or so in order to just, really tap into the mysteries within yourself, or see what the world has to offer at large for you. But with the Page of Swords, I really get a sense that you're writing ideas down and you're thinking of things that you need to get done. You've got an incredible mind, and with the Page of Swords, it indicates an eagerness to get started on something. Some of you may even, be called to attention to calculate your next move, or you may even think about going back to school in some way, or take a class in some way in order to help you elevate and inspire you to move forward on certain ideas that you have. Now, also, with the Page of Swords, I really feel there's some sort of news coming in that perhaps may have caused you to feel a little bit fed up, or perhaps you're just fed up of, the usual repetitive cycle of life, and you just want to experience new things. You're wondering, does it ever change? Some of you may be looking at the world at large and seeing that there's some major restructures going on, and you want to get out there and travel before there's restrictions, or you may want to get out there and enjoy life before you feel that there are changes that may in some way impede that. Now, I'm not here to say whether some of these changes are right or wrong in the world, but I really get a sense here of you trying to reevaluate your circumstances to do things that you love whilst you're in the here and now, is what I see here. Also, some of you are being really practical about the news that you've received, or you're getting, I feel like you're going to get some really good news coming here, which gives you an opportunity to change your circumstances for the better. But I feel like you're going to investigate it a little bit more. So if you're thinking about a leap of faith or some sort of change in your life, this month is where you calculate the changes before you take the leap of faith. So I feel like you're in a bit of a cerebral mode at the beginning of the month, where you're making some decisions, or really like searching for something, or identifying or investigating something that perhaps you don't really know yet. I feel like you're in an explorative kind of mode where you're almost like experimenting with what could be, the potential that you have. Because you're very talented, you're very gifted here, and you may felt that although you have these gifts, that you've not been given the opportunity to display these gifts or, put your talent on display or be seen or peacock yourself. But this month, I feel like there's some sort of news that comes in that allows you to be able to do that. Now, it's not that you want to show off, not at all. I feel like you want to elevate in some area of your life, and you're just waiting for opportunity to come towards you because you're prepared, you're ready for success. So whether that is in terms of business, in your career, I feel like you're someone who's very knowledgeable. Some of you may be having a fresh new start or contemplating a fresh new start or change of direction in your life in some way, and I feel like you're ready for it, but you're just making sure that everything is strategized before you actually take action on it. Now, we do have the Four of Cups. There's an element here of, you feeling a little bit bored or disappointed with the way things are at the moment, or maybe you feel that you've reached for things in life and you may have been discouraged if there's been rejections or it's been a really difficult path. I really get a sense here with this Four of Cups that you're feeling just a little bit fed up. Things just don't seem to change. No matter how much you try to be positive, no matter how much you have ideas, I feel some of you are feeling a little bit disappointed right now. Also, I feel like there's an expectation here. It's like, show me a sign. Dear universe, show me a sign. I'm getting this coming through in the scrying right now. So I feel a lot of you are asking for a sign from the universe. Your sign this month is going to be feathers. You're going to see feathers everywhere. They'll drop right in front of you, like drift on down. You may even see feathers that are in the shape of angel wings. I feel these are going to be really relevant for you in terms of omens this month, which it lets you know, when you see that, it lets you know that you're on the right path in your current way of thinking. So if you've got a new idea to maybe change path or a new approach to a path that you're already on and you feel intuitively you're being called to move forward on it, then you will see feathers or like feathers in the shape of an angel wing as confirmation that you are intuitively right, okay? Also with the Four of Cups, you're not even aware that the universe is sending you a surprise this month. There is some really surprising good news that you're going to be so excited about. Don't pay attention to everything that has gone wrong in your life. Learn from that, but do not wallow in that energy. Easier said than done, I know. Whenever there's been a disappointment, it's really hard to take it on the chin. I completely understand, but it's because the universe is aligning you with something greater, something better, and you're not even aware of it just yet. So I definitely see that there is some really great news popping in here for you. Also with the Four of Cups, it can be an indication. Don't ignore your hunches. Don't ignore that little voice that you've got. Don't ignore okay, thanks so much. I'm truly grateful. They're showing me a number in the water as well, which I'll come to now in a moment. It's like, don't ignore that gut instinct of yours. They're actually giving me the number 1221, and they're telling me, thanks so much. I'm truly grateful. They're telling me that now is the time to make the changes that you've been feeling inside. Now is the time to make the changes that you've been feeling inside. Okay, so check in with yourself. Your gut instinct knows the way. And with that Four of Cups, I feel the universe is going to give you a helping hand to make sure that things run smoothly. You will celebrate this. Okay, there's a surprise gift this month that will make you feel really fulfilled. And you'll have a new outlook and perhaps even a new option or a new direction to look forward to. Because I feel it's like, I see you like turning around and then your face is facing the sun. It's like I've just got this energy of someone turning around and their face facing the sun. Now, that can mean that there's a more positive outcome, or you're changing your perspective or your mindset just by changing your position. It could even be that it's like one small step in one direction can change everything. It can bring a much more positive aspect. So even if you're making the smallest of changes in your life in the month of July, your future self will thank you for that as well. Now, if you, for example, if you put yourself up for a promotion and it didn't go well, or, you know, the job that you wanted did not go in your favor, or perhaps you're feeling a little bit lonely and you feel that love has like passed you by, I really feel July is a month to give you an indication that things are happening behind the scenes. So you may start talking to someone new, for example, if you're looking for love. You may meet this person at a place where there's competition, or where you challenge yourself to do something that is exciting for you. It could be a group setting. I feel there's you know, a group of people there. It could be anything that you may do for a hobby, or it could be a sporting event, or it could be an invitation that you're in something that you're invited to, where you're challenged to do something in some way. So watch out for that. Equally, I feel you're being watched by people in authority if you're in a working environment, and they're thinking about elevating you. So I feel, be mindful of your approach to your working environment. If you feel like you're being micromanaged right now, or being watched, I actually feel like you're being tested, okay, to be elevated to the next level. It's very important to recognize that if someone's being rude, of course, call them out on it diplomatically, stand your ground, and make sure that, you know, no one is crossing your boundaries. That's important. But I really feel that there is like a promotion in the works in the future for you, and I feel like this is a month where you're being noticed and being watched. So just be mindful on that. Now, for those of you who are not in the working environment and not connecting to love, I feel you're going deep within to really investigate like the mysteries of you, or the universe, or your path, your true calling, and you're seeking bigger answers. You're seeking, you know, it's almost like you're on a journey of discovery, because life just feels like it's not 100% fulfilling right now, and you feel that something is missing, and you may be in search of something other that perhaps you feel there is a shortage of, or there's been difficulties of. And I feel this month you're really going to dig a little bit deeper. Okay, you're actually really young at heart, and you do not look your age, and sometimes that's a blessing and a curse, especially when it comes to love. You may feel that if you're trying to attract like someone who wants, you know, a mature relationship, who's emotionally available, they may see you as looking a lot younger than you are, and therefore you know, they may think, you know, that you're just up for a bit of fun, for example. And I feel this month things change for you, where you're still wonderfully young at heart, and you look younger than you are, but you're attracting someone who's more mature, who knows what they want, and is emotionally available for you. Also, you may have felt in the past, especially when it comes to career, that some people try to undervalue you or undermine you because you look younger, when actually you have a lot of experience, perhaps more experience and talent than the person who is above you or in a higher level position than you. They're giving me that diplomacy is the key, okay, and that person will find out in good time, and they'll have egg on their face. And I feel there will be respect from thereafter, but they need to learn their mistake for themselves, okay? Now, with the Fool card in this position, it really indicates that you may feel a little bit scattered in your energy, or again, I'm getting this sense of apathy, or feeling just tired of the same old thing, or just tired of like, does it have to always be this difficult? Why is it your manifestations are not showing up the way that you hoped for? Why is it always that you have to wait? Everything's on the horizon. But with the Fool card, I feel around about mid-month, you're being given like an extra spring in your step, and suddenly things start to look brighter. And I feel you're thinking about your journey, and I feel you take a leap of faith in some area of your life in order to make it infinitely better. So it's about coming out of your comfort zone. I also feel with the Fool card that there's a quest for independence here, really wanting to exert your power, really feel free in your circumstances. I mean, of course, everyone wants to feel free in the circumstances, but I feel some of you may be like contemplating working for yourself, having your own business, becoming an entrepreneur, or you're thinking about an idea that would be very lucrative, that gives you more freedom to be with your family, friends, or go traveling. And I'm just feeling this energy, even though you don't have the World card, I'm really getting this sense of emigration. So some of you may be thinking about where you belong in the world and whether you want to be where you are right now long term, or whether there's a country that you prefer to be in, but right now you feel like you cannot go there, or you don't have the links to go there, but you're working towards doing it. You will be successful. You will travel, you will actually relocate later on in life, and you'll settle down in a place where you feel truly happy. But this month, I feel like you're taking a step in the right direction, and you could be launching something, or you're studying for something that will help launch you. If you're at college, for example, or you're taking an exam this month, it's really important for you, of course, and you will be successful. I feel like your grades are like way above everybody else's, and you get like a certificate is what I'm seeing here, and you'll be really proud of the effort that you made. I also see you being in a very strong position. So towards the end of the month into August, for those of you who are looking for a promotion, or if you're looking for a job in general, I see you stepping into a leadership role that will bring more money, but most importantly, it will give you an opportunity to really express yourself, to be different. You bring something different to the table, and I feel that with sustained effort, you're going to the top. Trust in your vision, be confident in the actions that you're taking, and I feel success is guaranteed for you. Some of you, if you're putting your resume out there to see if there's any other opportunities out there, you may find that one pops up quicker than you imagined, and you may have to quietly quit the place that you're at, or you may not tell anybody that you're going for an interview because you don't want to rock the boat and you're not sure whether you'll get the job or not. But I can see here that you will get that job, and I feel when the moment is right, then you will reveal that you are leaving. Also, I will be a little bit mindful about who you tell your business to this month, because there is a potential for an indiscretion. Someone may either gossip or by accident spill the beans on something that you have bestowed upon them as, you know, like a confidential piece of information. So just watch out for that. If you work in HR, they're giving me, someone may come to you regarding an indiscretion or someone who has breached confidentiality in some way, and they may want to take it further. It may give you a bit of a headache that you'll have to deal with that level of paperwork and those procedures that are in place regarding that, but I feel, you know, you will control the situation and it will work out really well. Now, also with the Magician card in this position, there's an energy here of unfulfilled potential, or, you know, there's something here that perhaps you want to revisit, or you thought about doing a long time ago, but you never like took the leap of faith, or you were too nervous to take that leap of faith. But now is the time where you revisit it and you actually go for it. The Magician card actually indicates that if you've been feeling a little bit of brain fog, or you've been feeling like you couldn't concentrate, or you haven't been having very good sleep recently, I feel you may get to the root cause of what's either worrying you or what's preventing you from, you know, having that clarity of mind. Because July, you're going to be very clear, you're going to be very organized, but it's because you identify something that makes you feel a little bit off kilter. It could be too much caffeine, too much sugar, it could be carbs, it could be some sort of food substance that perhaps when you have it, you start to feel really sleepy, lethargic, that word again coming through. So I feel like you identify it and you cut it out completely in order to be at your optimum best. Also, with the Magician card, you're actually turning your visions into reality. And when you start with your Page of Swords there, this is the thinking mind. This is about what is in your mind you can have in your hand, or you can have, you know, right in front of you in real time. So I feel like your wishes out to the universe are actually being listened to. So maybe that's what that bottle was all about there earlier with like a diamond in it. I mean, diamonds represent gems or sweet reward, or clarity, okay? Or things not really being clear cut until the very end. Or something that you've been chipping away at becomes very, very rewarding long term. Magician, you're attracting really good things into your life. A lot of success, but also you have all the resources you need within you to focus and accomplish any goal. This is also a card about confidence. And I feel, you know, you're an Aries, and I mean, this is an Aries card. So this is in the resistance position. So it's like I got it in the reverse. The Magician card is also an Aries card. So it's like I got it in the reverse. And there's energy here with the Three of Wands, which is also a fire element, which connects to Aries. And it's also in reverse. So there's something about you right now that you may feel like you're missing, or you feel you're just a little bit off kilter, or you're not completely centered or grounded right now, or you just feel a little bit out of sorts, a little bit low energy, lack of focus. But the middle of July for you is a perfect time for you to get back on track. You're in a high magnetism energy where you're actually on the right path, but I feel you may have a different approach, or you may have been almost like doing too much, or taking on too much, or how can I put that? I feel like this month it's more that you're simplifying your circumstances and diversifying. That's what I'm picking up on here. The Three of Wands in the reverse also indicates that there have been some setbacks, perhaps setbacks that you didn't visualize, you didn't see coming. And right now you're in a period of adjustment, and you're being flexible and looking at your options on how you move forward. Also, I would be a little bit mindful of travel this month, because I feel there is a potential for delays, because they're actually showing me those little orange cones again. So it could be roadblocks. I would just say leave a little bit earlier than you think you should leave, okay? Just because you'll miss the traffic or you'll miss the delay. With the Three of Wands, this really is a card of an expansion of opportunities. And you may have felt there's no opportunities for you right now, or you can't see anything on the horizon that can help you change your circumstances. But right now, I feel like you're actually harmonizing with your heart's desire, and you're indicating to the universe what it is that you're trying to work towards. You're on the right path. So if you were questioning your path or your direction, I really feel you're checking in with yourself, and you'll find that there is divine timing occurring in your personal situation. Trust your visions. They have value. This is a card of fullness, of achievement, and creativity. And if you've been feeling stifled recently, I really get this sense of momentum building, having more vitality, more energy, and being dedicated and committed to achieving your goals and being back on track. I feel like you're leading with your passion, but perhaps your passion or your mojo has recently been missing, but I feel you're refocusing in some way in your life in July, and I feel you're being given divine guidance. So whenever you see those feathers, okay, they're indicating divine guidance. Things are changing for the better. Now, yeah, they're giving me, it's really loud. I wish you could hear this. They're really loud. They're giving me, you will hear the chime of a big clock, and it'll echo in a time of change and celebration. I mean, it's almost like, oh, yeah, it's almost like, you know, like at New Year's Eve, and there's like a big countdown to something, and then it's like 5, 4, 3, 2, and then there's this big kind of like clock or sound. They're giving me, it's a chime of a clock, a large clock. I mean, you could be out walking somewhere, and maybe there's a town clock or something that will chime, and it's quite loud. It signifies change and celebration for you. So listen out for that, okay? I mean, your first card actually is quite a large clock. So maybe it indicates a time of opportunity. The portal is opening for you. Now is your time. Now, I definitely see that you've been doing a lot of soul searching and questioning. I feel a lot of you are looking at the path that you've taken in life and how you've had to be really strong to, you know, navigate the difficulties and struggles that you've experienced. And with the High Priestess, I feel, you know, some of you may be going inwards to develop your intuition and gain enlightenment, but this is about trusting your own feelings, your own gut instincts, and listening to your inner guide. I really feel there's peace of mind at the end of the month. And anything that you've been worrying about, I feel it doesn't come to pass. It actually works out better than you expected. Also with the High Priestess, this is really a card about secrecy. The High Priestess is mute, so she doesn't express herself or what's going on in her inner world. So you may be working really hard in silence or privacy on something, especially since you've got the Seven of Swords there as well, which is like to be in stealth mode, to do something that perhaps other people wouldn't understand right now. So if you're making changes, for example, say if you're leaving a really great job that pays so much money, but you're not happy there because it's toxic and it's soul destroying, but you really want to do something creative and exciting and new, but your parents are kind of like, maybe you should take the really serious job to build a financial nest egg for the future. And you're like, that's not me though, I don't want to do that. I've got my dreams, I've got my goals, and your dreams and goals will be lucrative anyway. But it's really about enjoying yourself and following your heart. So I feel some of you may be like either studying behind the scenes or you're actually investigating something on the sly, just so that you can actually be in a really good position long term. Also with the High Priestess and the Moon and the Courage card there, which is the Strength card, of course, I feel a lot of you are really connecting to your spiritual practices, meditation. Some of you may even put yourself on a course of learning how to develop your spiritual gifts, or even learn a little bit more about you, spiritual retreats, things like that. Now the Moon card, this is an unusual energy to get with the Moon card. I'm feeling pushed and pulled in many directions. So some of you may have felt that life has been really busy, you've been multitasking, and you've been pulled in many directions, or you have to make a decision on something and you are being pulled in two different directions which you have to choose between. I'm getting an energy of flexibility. It's not that you can do the two and spread yourself thin, it's that you're capable of anything you set your mind to. So it depends on where your focus really lies. I mean, there's two wolves on this card, and normally there's a wolf and a dog, but wolves tend to represent pathfinders. So if you're feeling a little bit lost in your world right now, or you're just feeling a little bit empty in some area of your life, you actually discover your path, which is really prominent and important. You discover your path and some answers that you've been seeking this month in particular. There may be a bit of a struggle between independence and settling down. So maybe something that you really want to do that's exciting, but it's temporary, or it's freelance, and you know, it allows you to express yourself, but also there's the pull of something a little bit more stable, maybe something that's a little bit more corporate, or just something that is a bit more long lasting. There may be a contract involved in that, and you're wondering which avenue to take. But with the Moon card, this is a card of you being in a transition period. You're in a period of metamorphosis. Things are changing, and I feel that you are purging any negativity from your life in order to tap into your inner awareness for answers, but also to find happiness in the present moment. Because there's more to life than money. There's more to life than, you know, objects, things, and I feel it's about you being fulfilled and finding value in your life. And that's the bigger concepts that I feel like you're really mulling over this month. Now, also the Moon card it's really about self-reflection and, you know, really kind of like, there are greater opportunities lying in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to reveal themselves to you. Things that you're not even aware of right now. I feel things are bubbling up from, you know, beneath the surface. And I get a sense here as well that if there are any unseen problems that pop up in the month of July, I feel like you've got this. Don't ignore any problems that pop up out of the blue, because you've got this. Intuitively, you've got this. I'm just going to pull a card on the energy that's coming through, because I actually can't see any problems popping up for you. I mean, the Seven of Swords is a potential, so I just want to pull a card on that for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Six of Wands. You're going to be successful. You're going to overcome it. Okay? So, for example, I'm just trying to give you an example of the energy I'm picking up. Say, for example, you've got a big day or a big exam or a big moment, a big decision, and all you want to do is like run away from it because it's looming, and you know you got to go through with it, but at the same time, you're just like, I don't want to face it. It's actually going to be really great. the outcome is really successful. It's great news. It's something that's empowering. It's something that sets you up to like be really happy. You'll be enlightened in a really good way. It's working out in your highest good. So if you're going up for that exam, this is a card of success and good news. If you've applied for a bursary or award or a bonus or even a benefit, I feel like you're going to be accepted for it. Six of Wands is a card of triumph. It's a card of victory over any obstacles. It's also a card of standing above others or being ahead of the crowd on something. And a time for celebration. This is, you achieving your goals. It could be a promotion, qualification. It's literally seeing the results of all that you've invested in and attracting prosperity. It's got a victory wreath right there. It's like your passion and your purpose brings success. And I feel like you will be celebrated and you will be appreciated for everything that you do. So really good news coming. And I feel you're recognized for something in some way. But underneath all of it, you doubt. And there's nothing to worry about, is what they're showing me. Now, with the Emperor energy and the Courage card, I really feel that you're getting a little bit stricter with yourself and your focus this month. You're getting super organized and you're really like looking at your 5-year plan, what it is that you want to accomplish, everything that strategically is slotting into place to put you in the position that you want to be in. This is a card of success and endurance, that you have the power and the composure to get to where you want to go. Also, I would be a little bit mindful if you're working yourself to the bone. Pay close attention to your health because don't ignore anything that's bugging you is what I would say here, especially I mean, I don't see anything really negative here, but if you want to be running on all cylinders, it's worth checking it out, getting some advice. Now, the Emperor and the Strength card, I feel people in positions of power are noticing you. I've already mentioned that you may feel like you're being micromanaged, but actually you're being elevated. So don't misconstrue the situation, unless, of course, anyone's being rude or overstepping a boundary. Self-care is important this month. I just feel this, it's literally like that lion. I feel this roar within you that has been stifled in some way. You may have felt life has tried to dampen your excitement or your enthusiasm for something or for life. You may have felt that you've been discouraged so many times that it's hard to keep getting back up. But this month, there will be an indication from the universe that you're right on track and that things are starting to work in your favor. And a goal that you have in mind, you'll hear really good news on it, or you'll get some sort of good omen that indicates that you're going to have a breakthrough on it. Now, the Seven of Wands also indicates that you are using sustained effort in your life. You're not giving up on something, and you're living life on your own terms. You're marching to the beat of your own drums. And I really get a sense of energy starting to move fast. And some of you may be feeling a little bit stressed on something. I feel like you'll be managing your stress levels. And this is an indication to keep going. Go and fight for what you believe in, or go after what you believe in, because you will be successful. But it may cause you, a bit of pressure. So if you're taking on a leadership role, for example, or you're up for promotion, it may come at a cost where it'll take up more of your time. There'll be more responsibility, more administration work. There'll be a lot more going on, and it will be rewarding financially, but at the same time, it may up your levels of stress. Even though you may enjoy what you do, there may be pressure, deadlines that perhaps you didn't have before. So I feel like it's worth contemplating before you take any moves like that in your life. Now, for those of you who are looking for love, I do feel like you'll have a lot of attention, actually. So even if you're putting yourself online, dating, things like that, I feel you will have a couple of people to talk to, but there's one in particular that you're really curious about, and there's a spark of chemistry with that person. So if you are looking for love, there's a real potential to meet someone. I would just be a little bit mindful of people's, what they say and what they do. Actions speak louder than words, okay? So if someone's giving you all the talk, but never meeting up with you, for example, or is giving you all the talk and it's just not backed up by anything, then trust your intuition. There's no substance, and that person's emotionally unavailable, and they're not ready to connect to you at that time. So I just want you to be aware. For those of you who are already in a relationship, I feel some of you may have been struggling recently. Some of you there may have been a lot of pressure going on, and you may have been like getting a bit snappy over the smallest of things. Even though the relationship's going really well, I feel both of you may be a little bit tense, and I feel you get back to best and have a little bit more fun this month, and, you know, implement like a date night or a night where you actually just forget all your worries and kind of like, you know, deepen your connection with each other. I mean, some of you may be relocating or contemplating a move, and that's adding extra stress there, is what I'm seeing. But ultimately, you know, you're fine. You're in a very loving union, and I definitely see both of you being very happy for the future and your relationship continuing to blossom. Now, I want to pull one card separately on the Seven of Swords, because this is a card ultimately of finding a very independent way of doing something that other people may not understand. It's like going in stealth mode. So if, for example, you are planning a wedding for you and your partner, or you are planning to move jobs, or you are thinking about setting up your own business, but you're not telling anybody, people can feel a little bit, you know, upset with you that you haven't confided in them. But at the same time, you're just keeping it close to your chest, or playing your cards close to your chest, because you want it to all go smoothly. So you may have experienced things going wrong on you in the past, and, you know, you may have told those people, and they had expectations and you had expectations, and when things weren't met, you felt the disappointment was just too much, and it started to discourage you. So you thought it's best to just keep it to yourself this time, and if it is successful, then you'll let everybody know. So I definitely see that happening for you this month, where you're keeping something to yourself, but when it actually works out really well and you're successful, you may, you know, reveal it to other people. The Seven of Swords is not a negative card. It actually is a really positive card. It tends to be yellow or golden in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, and the figure is actually removing weapons from the army, because he does not want to fight. He wants to find an alternative solution to a delicate situation. So I feel you are also trying to find an alternative solution to a difficult situation, and you will be successful at that. You will find the answers that you seek. So let me just pull a card on the Seven of Swords, because it can also mean that there is some sort of abuse of power, or some sort of indiscretion or betrayal, maybe even theft of ideas, especially since you got the Page of Swords there. So I would be really careful about who you tell your ideas to in general. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know? Ace of Cups. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know? Okay, so I feel some of you with the Ace of Cups, this is about looking at what you have to offer in life. You offer unconditional love for everything that you do. You offer everything. So if you love a job, you give your 100%. If you love a person, you give your 100%. And it really is about, you know, making sure that you give time for yourself as well, remaining independent in those situations. And if anyone has betrayed you in the past, I see you healing your situation, or repairing that so it no longer has power in your situation. The Ace of Cups, some of you may have started connecting to someone romantically and you're keeping it to yourself, or you will be. You may be keeping something on the down low this month, or it could be a job or something that you love doing, an opportunity that comes in, because I definitely see, you know, here's the universe offering you the, you know, that cup. Okay, and here's the universe offering you that Ace of Cups. So I feel something that is showing up for you that's really positive. some really wonderful good news. I feel like you're keeping it to yourself this month, especially with the 8. 8 is the number of the self. I feel like you're doing you. You're focusing on, mastering your craft, enjoying what you do, and you're working really hard. And some of you may be learning something, or you're going through an apprenticeship, or you're picking up a new craft or a skill. You may even be saving for a property, or you're purchasing a property behind the scenes. And you're like, you know what? I'm not going to tell anybody just yet until the moment is right. And the Sun card is the reveal. So again, I'm getting this energy of like some sort of big reveal in your life, a major awakening. Now, for some of you, I'm getting about 15% of my beautiful Aries. Some of you will, especially if you're in the career environment, someone at your work has romantic feelings for you. And July, if you go out drinking with this person, or there's some sort of party or event or a summer party or something like that, this person will reveal their feelings for you. Okay, this is an office romance. Now, of course, if you don't want to have a romantic connection at your working environment, you may turn this person down. 7 of Swords is an indication to be diplomatic in your circumstances, because if you work with that person, it could make your life difficult moving forward, or a little bit, embarrassing for that person. But still, they may try to abuse their power in the situation if they are a boss, for example. But if you are interested in the person, then go for it, because I feel it would be a very happy, wonderful union that brings a lot of peace and harmony. I mean, it's no accident that you're getting the Hierophant and you're getting, sorry, not the Hierophant, the High Priestess and the Sun card twice in your reading. So spiritually, you're going to feel fulfilled, and the Sun card indicates a lot of wonderful positivity, success. You're leaving any confusion or that feeling of being in limbo behind, or that lethargy. You're going to have more energy this month to focus on what's important for you, and you're making major breakthroughs and major strides towards progress. The Sun card also, I feel some of you are having some major wake-up calls in your life, in particular about your stress levels, I would say. I feel like you're really identifying your triggers or things that stress you out, because I feel like you're trying to build a more peaceful life and eradicate any drama. You will be successful at that, okay? The Sun card represents lots of abundance headed in your direction as well, or something that you have been working hard to achieve. It will be rewarding for you. And finally, we've got the High Priestess there. So again, this is about keeping something to yourself. This is about connecting to your spirituality and really exploring your inner wisdom, trusting your gut instinct about some sort of move that you're trying to integrate in your life, or a leap of faith, or something that you've been manifesting shows up for you. I feel it's a lot about your true calling or your path, your direction. I'm going to pull a quick card to see about finances for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? The Justice card. The effort that you put in will be rewarded. It's like a boomerang. So I feel like you need to make some adjustments in your life, but you may be signing a new contract, or you may be looking at reciprocity in your life where the effort that you put in, if it's not rewarding, you may be leaving a situation. Ultimately, it's about doing something that you love. Okay, with that King of Cups there. You are a visionary. Any ideas that come to you during this period, they will be successful. 2 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands. So really busy until this opportunity comes in. And then I feel your money starts to increase. Okay, so I do feel like you're going from strength to strength. But the 3 of Wands indicates that there are some opportunities on your horizon. I feel there's 2 in particular for you to choose from. I mean, it could be a path, a decision you're having to make, but you will intuitively make the right one. Now we have service as one of your final cards. Thrive in community, similar goals, do your part, benefits for all, and the sweet life. So, I mean, that's a busy bee. So I feel something that you're working really hard towards. You will be very rewarded for it, but also, if you've been feeling a little bit left out in the cold or a little bit alone recently on your path, I feel you'll seek out more community events or more events where you connect to like-minded people. We've also got Spotlight. So the Sun card appearing twice in your reading when I shuffled, that really indicates that, you know, the spotlight is on you this month. There's a lot of success there. They're giving me a song right now. Now this song, I'm sure it has come up before. It's actually quite relevant to the image they showed me earlier. The song they're giving me is Genie in a Bottle. I think it's called that, by Christina Aguilera. This song came up many years ago, or maybe even many months ago. All they're giving me of that song is, I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Come on, let me out. So that indicates something that you wish for. Maybe something that's pent up, maybe a pipe dream. Maybe it's a secret wish or a secret desire to do something or be with someone or, you know, start again. But I feel letting it out, you will be fulfilled. I feel like that wish will come true for you, okay? It says here, rich and famous, lucky break, star power, influencer, and entertainer. So if you secretly long to be a performer or you're setting up your own channel, whatever it is, I feel like it will be very successful for you. And you will feel appreciated in all your endeavors. We also have vigilance. And it says, look for opportunities, keep going, don't quit, make your own luck, the path is lit. Especially that really connects to the Three of Wands there. The path is lit. You know what I see in the water right now is, you know, like an airplane runway with all the lights, and the airplane is just, you know, rolling down the runway and just taken off. So I feel, yeah, the path is lit for you to take off. And that could be literal sense, as in you're going to be traveling, or you're bringing more travel and adventure into your life, or it could be that your projects are starting to take off and it brings a lot of peace. We've got protection, save your money, guardian, investor, broker, insurance, and retirement. So these may be things that you're focusing on this month as well, your repayment plans, and your savings, your finances, making sure that they're secure in institutions that are not linked by license, because should there ever be an economic fluctuation, you would not be covered insurance-wise for both amounts. And finally, we've got direction. So this is about seeking something, searching for something. It says finding your way, study, mentor, career search, many jobs, and diverging paths. So I'm just going to go get some final cards before we close, okay? Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know? Okay, they're giving me a really random image of a corset. A corset. I mean, some of you may be clothes designers, or maybe you're wearing a corset. I'm not sure. Corsets, they give me a feeling of being locked into something or stifled. Perhaps you feel something is claustrophobic and you're letting loose. You want something that's a little bit more comfortable in life, or perhaps you're suffering in something. Like, you know, when sometimes life, it looks on the outside like it's awesome, it's really good, but inside you feel stifled. You may be making some changes to bring a little bit more comfort into your world. They want me to go one more. Okay. So we have chess, and that's about your strategy, your plans. And it says money strategy, wise spending, the long game, military, leader, or thinking something through. And that's definitely, I see you very cerebral this month, thinking something through, looking at your options. And we've got the anchor. So any money blocks, it says being stuck or financially sound, water-related travel, and you're stable for now. So I do feel you're grounding yourself. We've got spiral. If things have been out of control, it's an upward spiral, climbing the ladder, upward trend, just like that airplane that I saw just now. Revisiting a job or promotion or connections. These images may also be relevant. You may start to see lots of spirals or anchors everywhere you go, which indicates that things are changing for the better for you. We've also got butterfly, sudden changes, frivolous spending, short-term loan, arts, movement, temporary jobs, fun work. So I definitely see you're trying to bring more spontaneity and fun into your world, but also I feel like you're trying to rediscover parts of yourself that either you've neglected or you feel, you know, you used to have had a lot more fun when you were younger, or I feel like you're just revisiting parts of yourself to really enjoy more of life. And we've got Buddha, life purpose, your life calling. And it says more than money. We already picked up on that in your reading. Spiritual wealth, counselor, being guided, and the divine path. And I definitely see that you're being divinely guided towards a window of opportunity to seize the day in the month of July. And you're going to be really proud of yourself. Your future self will thank you for the changes that you're making in the month of July. Okay, so I'll just get a trinket before we close. Oh, they only got one for me this time. So we got the key, and it's got the rose on it, which connects to the death card. This is all about change. It's about new doors opening for you. It's about making space for something greater to enter your life. You're in a period of transition, and that's okay, because you're shedding what is old and familiar, and what is making you feel stuck, or making you feel like you're immobile or stagnant, and you're liberating yourself from that situation. So I feel like doors are going to be unlocking for you, and there is an opportunity for you to get all that you desire, especially since they keep giving me that song, Genie in a Bottle, which just tells me like you're going to get a wish. I mean, even the image that they showed me at the beginning was a bottle, and there was a diamond in there. So if, for example, you wish to get a diamond, or wish to get engaged or married, whatever the wish is, I feel like it will be delivered for you, okay? So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Aries. Love and light.